My name is Lena Morell, and for most of my life, people knew me as Julian's little sister. Julian Morell, my elder brother by 4 years, was the sun in our family's small universe. Wherever he went, attention followed. Wherever attention followed, noise came with it. And wherever noise came with it, I usually stood quietly on the side, watching everything unfold. We were a family of 4, living in a modest 2-story house on a street where everyone knew everyone else's business. My father, Henri Morel, worked as a city bus driver. He left the house before sunrise every morning, uniform crisp, thermos in hand, always kissing my mother's forehead before heading out. My mother, Elise, was a hospital cleaner, long shifts, sore feet, hands that smelled permanently of disinfectant. They were good people, tired people, honest people. They raised us with rules, values, and love, even when money was tight. Julian was the pride. I was the shadow. Growing up, Julian lived for football. Not just liked it, lived it. He breathed football the way some people breathe air. From age 6, he was already playing with boys older than him, faster than him, bigger than him, and still outrunning them. Every Saturday, parents lined the field, and girls from nearby schools came pretending not to watch, but very obviously watching. Julian loved that part most.
Did you see the blonde one? She smiled when I scored.
She smiled because you tripped after.
Still counts.
Teachers adored him. Coaches praised him. My parents sacrificed to buy him boots that cost more than our electricity bill. He soaked up attention like it was fuel. Then came the injury. It happened during a regional tournament. One bad tackle, one sickening twist. I remember the sound more than anything, a dull crack, followed by silence, then screaming. The doctors said the words slowly, gently, like soft pillows trying to cushion a fall.
He'll walk fine, but competitive football, not anymore.
That day, something broke inside my brother that no cast could fix. The applause stopped. The girls stopped coming. The coaches stopped calling. Julian went from being someone to being ordinary. And Julian hated ordinary. At first, he was angry, then depressed, then obsessed. It started innocently enough. Videos, online creators, influencers, people younger than him making more money than our parents combined, just by filming themselves.
These idiots make thousands doing nothing.
They're not doing nothing. They're embarrassing themselves.
Exactly.
He bought a cheap camera, then a better phone, then a ring light. He started filming pranks. Harmless ones at first. Fake spiders, jump scares, switching sugar for salt. Our parents sighed but tolerated it.
Just don't humiliate people.
Relax, it's just jokes.
And at first it was. But views are a drug. Likes are addictive. And attention is Julian's oxygen. Soon, harmless wasn't enough. He needed bigger reactions, stronger emotions, shock. The first time I felt sick watching him was when he filmed a man with a stutter at the bus stop. Julian pretended to ask for directions, then exaggerated the man's speech, laughing loudly into the camera.
So is it this way?
The man's face collapsed. People stared. Someone told Julian to stop. Julian didn't. The video went viral. 100,000 views overnight.
Lena, look, people love it.
You humiliated him.
He'll get over it.
He didn't stop there. The next prank was worse. Julian printed a fake eviction notice and slipped it under the door of an elderly couple down the street. I watched through the window as their hands shook while they tore open the envelope. Tears streamed down their faces as they began hastily packing their few belongings into cardboard boxes. Julian crouched behind the bushes, whispering directions to the camera.
Look at them. Perfect. Classic reactions.
Julian, you're going to give them heart attacks. This isn't a joke. But of course he posted it online, adding dramatic music for extra effect. Then came the confusing tech prank. Julian offered to fix an old woman's phone, promising her it would make everything easier to read. As soon as she handed it over, he changed the language to something unrecognizable and flipped every icon upside down. He filmed her frustration and panic as she pressed buttons frantically, muttering,
I don't understand. I can't.
This is comedy gold. She'll figure it out eventually.
And as expected, the old lady reported him to the police. Julian was fined, and the paramedics and local police flagged our address. Every time he called pretending to need help, they refused to respond. But that didn't stop him. In fact, it seemed to fuel him. He didn't care or slow down, he continued. Next, he accused an elderly woman in a grocery store of shoplifting, shouting, blocking her exit, filming her shaking hands as she tried to explain.
Please, I paid.
Classic guilty behavior, guys.
Security intervened. The woman collapsed into a chair, sobbing. Julian posted the video anyway. Sponsors started reaching out. Then came the homeless man. Julian filmed himself offering food, then pulling it away at the last second, laughing as the man begged.
Please, I haven't eaten. Say thank you nicely.
I screamed at him that night. You're evil. This isn't funny.
You're just jealous.
The comments were split. Half loved him, half hated him. Julian fed on both. People started reporting him, calling the police, calling paramedics when pranks got out of hand. Julian loved that part.
Watch this, Lena. They'll show up for nothing.
And they did. So often that eventually, they stopped believing. One night, Julian staged a fake collapse in our living room. Foam at the mouth. Fake blood. Sirens came. Paramedics rushed in.
Is this another prank? Relax, guys. It's content.
They left furious. That was the night everything changed. A few weeks later, our parents were working a double shift. I was sleeping over at a friend's house. Julian was home alone. What happened next? We only know from fragments. Julian was filming. As always. He attempted a stunt involving alcohol, pills, and pretending to overdose, another prank video. But something went wrong. Maybe he mixed the wrong substances. Maybe his body reacted differently. Maybe karma finally decided to stop watching and start acting. Julian collapsed, this time for real, alone. On the same living room floor, camera still recording. He managed to crawl to his phone and dial emergency services.
Help! I can't breathe. Please.
The operator recognized the address.
Dispatcher. Is this another prank, Julian? No, please.
They didn't send anyone. Minutes passed. Julian tried again, and again. No sirens came. By the time our father returned home, the house was silent. Julian was dead. The video was still recording. At first, the world mourned him. Influencers posted tributes. Fans cried. Comment sections filled with broken heart emojis. Then, someone leaked the final video. Not the edited version, the raw one. People watched Julian panic, beg, realize.
Swear, it's real this time.
Silence followed. The internet turned overnight. The same crowd that cheered him devoured him. The police investigation concluded there was no crime, just a tragic consequence of repeated false alarms. My parents aged 10 years in a month. And me? I watched every video again. Not for him, for them, the old woman, the homeless man, the disabled man, the people he broke for views. Julian wanted fame. He got it. Just not the kind that lives. And here's the twist nobody expected. I uploaded the final video myself. Not for revenge, for truth. I titled it, When Pranks Stop Being Funny. I donated every cent it made to the people Julian hurt, those we could find. Justice didn't scream, it whispered. So if you're watching this story thinking it's just entertainment, remember, the camera never forgets, and neither does karma. Now, if you somehow enjoyed this tragic mess of a story, don't prank anyone, be kind to strangers, and yeah, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment that doesn't ruin someone's life.